What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Scevoli X-Force show. I have. Don't be scared, folks. Don't be scared. He's not going to take you into the game. Don't worry. The game is over for now. Hint, hint. We have the amazing voice actor to the frontman of Squid Games that all 3 seasons are streaming now on Netflix. I'm going to get this right, Tom. Tom Chow.
Soy.
Choi. Never.
Yeah.
I got it right, guys. I got it right. I'm bad with names. I think everybody should just name me Phil, Jack, Sue, and Lewis. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. But he is the voice of the frontman. So you hear him throughout Squid Games. Now, Tom,
Yes.
I'm just gonna get right into it. How does it feel to be the #1 Netflix show in the world?
Well, it happened the first time around in season one, so it's nice to, be that way again. Only two shows that have beat season three is season one and season two, so that's great. So yeah, it's amazing. And I feel like because the show has ended now, um, all the fans are kind of really sort of reminiscing about the whole experience now, which has been great because when they come up to me at conventions and everything, I feel this sense of like has been a part of my life, because it's a span of like 5, 6 years, and that's
Yeah.
majority of a large part of people's lives. So it's great that it's become a part of like uh, whatever it is, the zeitgeist, as they say. So you know it's great.
Now, how did you get this role of the front man? Did you go into like a blind audition where you didn't know anything? Was this a project secret? What was this
So
project?
this guy approached me in the subway station, and he had these two things that you got to flip on the ground. He said, if you flip it, you can be the voice of the front man. And I was like, I don't know what the hell that means, but I'll accept the challenge. And I flipped it over. So that's how I became the voice of the front man. It's amazing. No, I mean it's less interesting than that. I mean, I'm an actor, so clearly I was doing some voice work. I've done some dubs before, and I auditioned for this one, and they gave me the role, and so the rest is history. And I just remember when I was recording it, I'm like, this is a crazy ass show. I'm gonna watch this one. I just didn't know that everybody else in the world was saying the exact same thing when it came out. So it was a great, pleasant surprise.
Yeah, like the show is crazy. Like
Hmm.
they're crazy. Now we all know the ending. If you didn't watch the ending, to go watch it. So this is
Yeah.
spoilers. This is a spoiler interview, guys.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Okay.
Yes, spoiler alert. So at the end, we see
Yeah.
your character, the front man, in
Yeah.
California.
We eat shawarma. We go and eat shawarma like the Avengers did in
He
Endgame.
delivers a box,
Yeah.
to 456's daughter,
Yeah.
all money. He gives the baby to the officer, and we see him at the end in California, like beautiful
Yeah.
sunny California, in his little black truck, and there's a woman. We all
Okay.
I forget the actress's name. What's the actress's
Kate
name?
Blanchett.
Yeah, Kate. She played in various movies and very
Hmm.
well-known actress. And she's playing the Squid Games.
Yeah.
If now I don't know anything, there's only rumors out there, like we talked about before. Now, if you were writing the Squid Games,
Hmm.
if you were, what
Hmm.
would you want the front man to continue? Now, the front man is alive.
Yeah.
We finished the game.
Hmm.
What would you want his continuation of his story to be?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's going to be an origin story. It's going to be like how he got into those situations with his wife and having a baby and paying for expenses and debt, and how that's why he got into the games. And unfortunately, I think the babies didn't survive or whatever. So they'll probably do that whole story and how he became close to, the creator of the Squid Game and became the front man and all of that. So I would imagine that would be at least the first season of a spin-off, maybe a movie or something, and then they'll probably go into uh, maybe they'll go into afterwards, like continue on from, maybe he'll stay in America. Who knows? Maybe he'll be a part of that. Maybe he will be in the American version too. That'd be kind of cool. It's a nice bridge to everything, as he seems to be doing with everything,
I
which is
know.
ironic. Yeah, which is ironic because I've been able to play him in so many different things now. I guess one I can't say, but I've Call of Duty. There's been commercials. There's been trailers. So it's been a great experience to kind of embody him throughout the entire franchise.
Yeah, Frontman is to me like he has a backstory of like
Hmm.
someone sad, like someone that lost it all,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think his actions, are towards this, why he
Yeah.
does what he does, and it's
Yeah.
sad because we get some of that backstory when
Hmm.
he gives 456 the knife to kill
Yeah.
everybody, and he
Also in
can't do
season
it.
two, in season two, he gives the whole backstory, and I think it was a true story that he gave about, his wife and everything. So
Yeah, and we want that. Like he's saying it, but we didn't get like a flashback. You know what I mean? I don't think we
no,
did.
you're right.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Because how Squid Games works, you guys release seasons every 5 years. It's like Adele's album. Like every like 10 years she releases an album. So
Yeah.
every every couple of years you guys release a season. But like as he gave 456 the knife, you know, and he was supposed to kill everybody because in reality, if he did, the baby and him would survive, and they would
Yeah.
they she 456 would probably give the baby half of the money and
Yeah.
then half to his daughter.
Yeah.
In California. Um, but it doesn't end that way. But we see the front man. He played the games
Yeah.
and killed all
Yeah.
his players.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that backstory. And he was crying.
Sure.
I don't think the front man was always evil.
I mean, that's the beauty of the show is that nobody is evil. Well, actually, if you think about it, morally speaking, everybody's evil because everybody
Yeah.
committed murder on the show, which is crazy when you think about it. I was rooting for these people and they actually did kill people, you know? So, it's crazy.
It is. It is.
Very reflective of the times if you think about it.
Yeah, like what our world actually is, what our
Yeah.
world
Yeah.
actually is. Now, when you got the role of the front man, now as you guys, actors, voice actors, when you guys get a role, do you connect to your characters? Like, how do you connect to the front man? Like, because he's
Um,
such a evil. Not, I don't want to say evil because everybody has their downfalls. So it's like Star Wars,
yeah.
the dark side and the light side. Like,
Yeah.
but he's more turned to the dark side because
Yeah.
he look at how he is.
Yeah.
But as an actor, how do you get into like this kind of role where he's just killing people? But
Yeah.
season 3, he had a little heart. He
Yeah.
told 456, I'm looking out for you. You
Yeah.
take it or leave it. You're gonna
Yeah.
die, or you can win the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. I mean, as an actor, you basically use all the tools that you've been taught, which is what's your background, what's your motivation, not to be, use that term. It's cliche, but it's true. And and then of course, then you layer upon this the fact that it's already been kind of performed by an actor. So it's your job to another layer of that. It's almost like, I don't know, you can call it like being a understudy or something like that, where you really have to just sort of see what they've done, and then on top of that layer all the intricacies of trying to fit that in. So you have to learn all of that. You have to learn the background. You have to learn his modulation of his voice. You have to learn a lot of different things. So it's a lot of skill involved. Yeah,
It is, and you brought that. Now,
yeah.
how is it like recording in the studio?
I mean, it's good. It's you're isolated with a control booth, and it takes getting used to. Um, there's a lot of things that are very similar to TV and film in the sense of you have to gauge your projection, you got to gauge uh, your intensity, you have to pull it back. But you're also limited because you can't fully run or bend over or do these things or even turn your head, to be honest with you,
Oh wow.
like you seeing on screen. So and at the same time you got to fit into it, and to match their demeanor and match their voice, match their everything. So it's a lot of things that are spinning in your head. Yeah, for sure.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Um, what was my next question to you is, so are you watching the show
Yeah.
like as you're recording the lines?
Yeah, yeah. So they do a preview of the scene, and but you only get the snippets, right? You don't get the whole thing when you're at home, and then you go into the studio. You literally have minutes before, and the director does a great job of explaining what's going on, and then it's our job to preview it, to kind of stumble through it, and then refine it as you go and change the words and do all these things. So it's an art form in
Oh
itself.
wow. Oh
Yeah.
wow. So when did you become this voice actor? How long have you been doing this for?
Yeah, I told you when they found me in the subway station. and they made me play Dakji.
Eh, and they make
No, I went to school for it at University of Washington in Seattle, got my drama degree. So I've always been an actor. And then naturally, when these opportunities for voice acting come up, you get those, you go on auditions. That's why I've done the video games. I don't know if your fans know, but I'm the voice of Liu Kang on Mortal Kombat as well, along with many others. So yeah, you just it just starts spreading out your inventory of different outlets that we can really capitalize on.
now when you're recording these lines, do you have a
Mhm.
favorite character that you ever done? Who's your favorite character? Or you don't really pick favorites, you just like, well, I like that one better than that one.
I mean, when it comes to voiceover, clearly frontman because he's so iconic now. And then, of course, Mortal Kombat are my two biggest ones. Liu Kang, that's been great, and I love it when fans come up and say, like, this has been such a big part of my life. I've always played him. Is this and that. So it's good to be able to do that, and it's a bonus when you've got Funko Pops that come out and other things
I
like that.
know,
So
isn't that cool?
yeah, yeah. So I've got a total of four now. I think five is coming out. So yeah, which is
Yeah,
great.
I have all your Funko Pops, so you got to sign them
Oh,
for me,
cool.
Tom. You gotta sign
Of
them.
course. Yeah, I will.
That would
Yeah.
be awesome. But how is it? Have you ever wore the mask, the frontman mask?
Yeah, yeah. So like, like I don't wear it the whole time but I do like cameos and I just want to give the fans a little piece of something. So I'll start off like with the mask and then just say a couple lines and then take it off and say this is Tom Choi. And I do that just because I feel like it's a nice way to connect the character for the audience and for the fans. Um, I don't want to, impede on any sort of intellectual property rights or anything like that. So I don't like, pretend to be him or anything the entire time or anything like that. Just to kind of remind people that that's what I played him. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
So,
awesome.
but I don't cosplay around at home. I have worn it at an office Christmas party once or at the Halloween party once. Yeah.
Now, at your job, at your real estate job, do people
Yeah.
know that you're the front man?
Yeah. 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 They do. So
Oh,
they
that's
get
so
a, they,
cool.
they get a kick out of it. Yeah. So yeah.
That is so cool. I would love to be like front man. Are you gonna like play the game or something? Like I'm like
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah,
Tom,
that
you
might
gonna
that
play?
that might be something. Maybe I should do like a crossover thing. Because I'm always wondering about like my social media. Like they see both all my convention stuff and all my acting things, but then they also see it mixed in with the real estate. And it's like I don't want to confuse people. But maybe it's just time to accept it and be like, you know what? I'm an actor and I'm a realtor. I can do both.
Oh yeah, you could be at when people call you for a house. You can just dress up as the front man and just show up there.
That's how I scare the other buyers off.
You do it. You just do the voice. You just
Yeah.
go up to them and say,
Yeah,
"You have
I'll be
this."
like, someone was killed in the other room. I don't think you want to buy this house. Like, do
Yeah.
something like that. Might have to try that.
I know.
Hmm.
I'm giving you good ideas, Tom. You got to
I know
go with.
you are. This
I'm
is
giving you good
great. Yeah,
ideas.
I should do that.
Now you're the front man. You're
Yeah.
the leader of this group, that this cult thing. That
Yeah.
we don't know the name of. Now, if you were a leader, if you were this cult leader, really the front man, how could you, how could you process all this? Like, how do you, as the front man, like, what is
Hmm.
his mind racing with?
What is his mind racing with? What do
Yeah,
you mean by that?
what is his, like, if you're the front man, let's say we're actually playing the Squid Games, and
Okay.
and you're different than the actor that played him, you're the
Sure.
voice, but the
Yeah.
actor. So if you were playing the
Yeah.
front man, front and center, had the
Yeah.
mask, how would you feel if this was a real life game? How does someone take like the TV out and then real
Yeah.
life?
Well, you'd have to be demented, right? I mean, that's why that you have all these cases where uh, supposedly there was like something that happened in Korean War times where there was some weirdo that had these underground bunker that he painted the colors of Squid Game, and supposedly that was the production design inspiration for Squid Game. You can Google that, um, and you can find some photos. Who knows if it's AI generated? Who knows if it's just for
Yeah.
publicity? The director doesn't seem, and the creator doesn't seem to think that that's what he got it from. But it's undeniable that these photos online are kind of spooky and very similar to like Squid Game colors.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
look it up. Yeah, check it out.
Maybe I don't want to because I don't like gross things. I don't like that. Ugh.
There you go.
Ugh.
You
You
don't like
know,
gross things, but you like Squid Games.
I
That's a
know,
big deal. Yeah.
I know,
Well,
I
it's
know.
fake, right? It's fake. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's real. That was real life. That happened in real life. Squid
Yeah.
Games is just the game. It's just like a it's a TV show.
Yeah.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite episode in Squid Games and why?
Um, what is my favorite episode in Squid Game and why? Favorite episode. Well, I mean, like when he takes off the mask in the limousine scene, that's the first time you really get a glimpse of him as a person and rather not as like this uh, character, right? And for me, it's a little bit, it was cool too because, they don't modulate the voice when he has the mask off. So it was actually my unadulterated voice rather than like with the mask on. It's like, player 456, like, and then they put these little filters on and stuff. So it was nice to do that. So that's probably selfishly my one of my biggest favorite scenes. Um, and then what else is there? I like the scene where he really shows his true colors as the player 001 when he enters it, and then they're playing Mingle, so then they have to go into that room, and he just breaks that guy's neck like so easily. That was cool because that was the first moment that they all got to see like the real evil that lives inside him.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's an evil being. He really is.
yeah,
Now, do you think, we don't know, we're just speculating here.
yeah.
Is there someone above the front man?
I mean, you have to have like somebody because it was that old guy before, but maybe there's somebody even higher above, right?
Higher above, yeah.
So yeah, so that's a good way to keep the storyline going as well. So I would hope so. Yeah,
Yeah, let's see
yeah,
and see what would happen. Now,
yeah.
did you ever think Squid Games would be this big iconic show?
No, of course not. I mean, Korean cinema started out being so crazy with all their cross-genre stuff. Like if you saw Old Boy, things like that. So it wasn't a surprise that there was like a shock factor, but at the same time, like nothing ever took off in Korea cinema that till Squid Game came out. It was such a crossover hit and it really showed you that. Just because something's a foreign language film doesn't mean that it can't be just as popular as anything else in the world, right? And so that was a great thing to see. Is uh, the main characters were all Korean, so I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with all white actors, all the comedies they all had all white, and maybe they had like the Jeffersons with it's all black, but never any Asians as leads. So
And the show is a major success now.
yeah.
Um, have you ever met the other cast members?
I haven't. I mean, I've been, invited to a couple screenings and stuff, but it'll happen, and I hope that if he switches over to the English language just to kind of see Lee Byung-hun, the guy who played frontman, that I feel like he might be pleasantly surprised and happy with the way the interpretation was done. I think I'm very happy with the performance, and I think the fans are too. So, yeah.
I
So
love it.
hopefully. Yeah, and I hope I don't meet him and he's like, "Hey, why did you use that voice or something?" I don't know. But hey, fans love it, so
Yeah,
poo
I
poo
love
on
it.
you if you don't like it. Yeah,
Yeah, I think you really killed it. How did
thank
you
you.
come up with that voice? How did you come up with it?
You obviously listen to the original version, and like I can't take full credit for the modulated voice of the frontman, but I am. I use my voice along with the situations and things. Yeah, that's the one big misnomer about dubbing is that you're just supposed to mimic and copy. Well, you don't. You have to breathe life into it on your own. Um, and sure, it helps if you have a similar voice quality, but like the performance and everything is essential to bring life to it, not just matching the lips.
Oh wow. Oh, wow.
Hmm. Yeah,
So I want to be a voice actor. So to
sure.
anybody out there that wants to be a voice actor, what
Hmm.
advice could you give them? Or acting?
I mean, I would say that you have to lay your foundation down, just like any other art. If you want to be a painter, but you want to be Picasso, well, you got to learn how to paint first. So, voice acting isn't just taking $1,000 voice class. It's you got to take the foundations of what creates a character, and that's what breathes life into a character. And yes, voice classes, because the medium is the voice, on a microphone. So, but then you branch out into motion capture, like I do. Spider-Man motion capture. I'm at the end of Spider-Man 2, and we're gonna have hopefully a big storyline in the next one because that's what's rumored. Um, what else is there? Yeah, so I would say the biggest thing is to make sure you are practicing and learning. And yeah, I mean, with social media out there, you can really get your talent out there. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
could.
Hmm.
As a voice actor, I want to be a voice actor. I think I would be good at
Yeah.
it. I think I would be good
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
at
But it's
it.
competitive. I mean, it's competitive. I mean, you're
It
not,
is.
yeah, and a lot of it doesn't pay that well. You know, Commercials pay well, TV and film, if you can do, animation, that pays decently. But the other stuff, especially when it's non-union, it does not pay well. You cannot get insurance from it. So don't go into it with the illusion that you're there to make money. You go into it as it's a way to express your art and breathe life to characters and to commercials and things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now we're gonna fast forward to Squid Games. What are your
Hmm.
top three favorite characters in Squid Games and why?
I like the gangster guy. I can't remember his number. He was great. I mean, he was a great back, and I love that guy as an actor. I've done a lot of shows and dubbed his voice, and I'm just so excited every time I get to do him because he's such a good actor. I wish I can't remember his name. Uh,
I forget too.
yeah. Anyway, so him I liked. Obviously, the front man's character I liked. Um, I actually like the bad guy, the gangster guy.
Which one?
The loan shark, the
Oh,
loan shark. Yeah. Oh, and here's a little tidbit of information. This is exclusive. I've never revealed this. This is the exclusive
oh,
for you only.
exclusive.
Okay, is that if you watch season one and the scene where the I can't Saeed, or the Middle Eastern guy, the player, uh, he is working for some boss, and the boss in the factory like is yelling at him and everything, and he gets his hand caught in the machine. He gets his hand ripped up. That's me as well. So I've never told anybody this. So that's actually a pretty good exclusive for you right
Oh,
there.
so you were actually in the show.
No, no, I'm sorry. No, I did his voice.
Oh, his voice. His
Yeah,
voice.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Oh wow. I don't remember.
yeah,
See, Squid. See, I gotta really go back and watch season one, season
yeah.
two, and then
I don't know if
all
I should
together.
reveal those things because I don't want to ruin like the exclusivity of that. I just played like the front man. So, uh, but yeah, I'll have
That's
to
cool.
re-examine if I want to reveal that anymore.
Hey, only on my show, Tom. Only on my show.
Okay.
So how's it like to have a Funko Pop of the frontman? Like, how is it to
I mean,
see merch, shirts,
so it's
little
yeah.
cost babies?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to it coming out because everybody, like the red suit guy had one. Then the other players had them, and I'm like, "Where's the front man? What the heck? What's going on here?" And then some weird NFT exclusive digital pop came out, and that thing's worth like $5,000 now. And I'm like, "Well, I'm not getting that." And then, of course, finally, and then they had like the soda can with the little mini guy in there.
Oh yeah,
The,
the
and
chase, like you got a chase or something when you open the can
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. And then I was like, wait a second, come on. And then they finally brought up the front man, and it was perfect. He had the mask he's holding. It was just the front man. I was like, this is amazing. So very happy for that. Yeah. So, and I have those at the conventions I go to that people can buy. And I'll have masks that I'll be signing and things like that. So,
Now, do you have the actual mask from Squid? I know you don't have the actual
oh yeah,
mask from
yeah.
Squid Game.
Well,
Oh,
no,
so
no,
you
no,
do.
not the actual prop, but I just buy like the ones that you see online and stuff. So.
Oh, really? I gotta get one because I gotta.
Yeah,
Then I'm gonna copyright your voice and then just hit a button, and I'll just
yeah.
scare them, thinking I'm the real
See,
front
you've
man.
got all the you have all the ideas. There you go.
I know, and then maybe
Yeah,
start my own Squid Games. Just
there you
start it
go.
off.
There you
On a
go.
on a
Yeah,
desert island in the U.S.
yeah.
somewhere.
What a lot of companies have done that. They've done like team building exercises and things in the office, birthday parties with whole Squid Game themes where they play the games.
I
I
know.
haven't heard of I haven't heard of actual killings, which is good. That's probably a positive. Yeah,
That's probably a plus, thank
yeah,
God.
yeah.
But like I work with kids, so it's like, how
Oh, you
can I?
do.
Yeah, and the kids know Squid Games, and these kids are like,
How do you work with kids? Are you a teacher or?
so I work at a camp, and then I'm a paraprofessional, so I
Oh,
work with special needs.
oh, that's very
Um,
nice. My wife's a special ed teacher for elementary, so
Oh, yeah. So
yeah.
I do. It's a contained 4th and 5th class. So they're fourth
Okay,
graders and some fifth.
okay,
There's only like they split them up. There's only like six
yeah,
kids, but
okay,
we each need to be in the room.
yeah.
So for the camp, I do the Boys and Girls Club of
Mm-hmm.
America.
Mm-hmm.
So they all know Squid Games. So
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's
someday
crazy.
I don't know how these 10-year-olds not going into 4th grade know about Squid Games, and it's like all these killings
Yeah,
and
while
stuff
their
like that. It's
parents
like,
let them watch.
yeah. So I'm like, so one day, it was like maybe the first week of camp because we're in like week 3. They're playing red,
Yeah.
bright, red light, green light, and
Green
that's
light.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's
I mean,
that's
all
red
the
light.
games themselves are okay. Just don't kill anybody at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So and then they played. Then they did mingle. They were skipping
Yeah. Yeah.
around, skipping
Yeah.
around. You play the song, and it's like, whew, oh,
Yeah.
on Squid Games.
Hmm.
And then they were playing. What is that game? I forget the game name. Where you throw it and their ankles are tied together, and then
Oh,
they throw.
this.
They have.
Oh,
Is it?
wait, to throw the rock or throw the.
I think they have to throw something on the floor and it has to turn, and they go,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
run, run,
Dakji.
run, run, run. You
Yeah,
know?
that's Dakji. That's the one that the elevator. I mean, the subway guy, it gets you to invite you to the games.
Yeah, so they were playing that. I'm like, guys,
Hmm.
how do you know all this? Like,
Yeah.
you guys really like pay attention to this. They love
Hmm.
playing Squid Games, and sometimes I'm like, guys, I don't think that's like appropriate. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, it's a game. They're not really
Yeah.
hurting
Yeah.
anybody. They're really
Yeah.
not. So as long as they're having fun, that's okay. That's okay.
Uh-huh.
But
Exactly.
yeah. But Tom, so when you're at these conventions, has anybody came up to you in the front man outfit and stuff like that? What
Oh
was
yeah,
like
for
what's
sure.
the weirdest
Yeah.
interaction really?
Well, I wouldn't say weird because I appreciate all the fans that come in, in whatever way they want to come up. The weirdest is when they don't take the mask off and they don't say anything. And then they want to take a picture with you, and I'm like, no one's gonna know it's you. Like, take the mask off and hold it next to you or something. But if that's what they want, that's what they want, for their own memories. So that's great. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. Like, I don't know what you look like or who you're talking to, or who I'm talking to. But, I appreciate them all for doing that, dressing up and all that.
Oh wow, that's cool. I can't. I
Mhm.
I might dress up and just walk up to you. You won't even know it's me, Tom.
That's the thing. Well, you've seen all those Comic Con things where they, like, Andrew Garfield dressed up as Spider-Man, no one knows him. There was others that would walk the floor as characters. Nobody knows that they're actors. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I can't. You got to
Mhm.
come to the East Coast, Tom. You got to come to the East Coast.
I would love to. Hopefully, there's a convention out there sometime.
Yeah, we have New York coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we have Rhode Island. I don't know if you're familiar with Rhode
Hmm.
Island Comic
Oh,
Con. Um,
there's so many great cons. Like there, a lot of the small ones are the best, to be honest with you.
yeah,
If there's a big fan base in a smaller city, and if that's the only show in town, I love those because, uh, and I live in the big cities, so it's nice to kind of go and just relax and go to a smaller city and just kind of like not have to deal with traffic and really kind of like get to know the local people and give them a taste of like someone from Hollywood or something, and I feel like they appreciate also more than a lot of the big cities. So
yeah. Rhode Island's a small con. Like it's pretty
hmm.
easy. Like
Yeah,
I think you would like it.
yeah,
A lot of voice actors go there. Actors
okay,
sometimes go.
cool.
Like I think they're having Daredevil. I think Daredevil's
Oh,
going now. Yeah,
like the actual actor that played him or the
yeah.
voice
Charlie
actor?
Cox. Yeah, Charlie
Charlie
Cox.
Cox. Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Vincent. The guy who
It's
played.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, I can't say their names anymore.
Wow, Kingpin.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, Kingpin.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So we get some big names here.
Cool, awesome.
So I hope to see your name on it, Tom. Hope to
All
see your
right.
name.
Yeah.
Um, but is it weird, to see what was my I was gonna go with something, but I totally blanked out. But I'll just ask you this question. What is your favorite front man line? or a quote?
It's I've discovered more and more. I've obviously this is the front man speaking is great because I am the front man speaking. But I like 456. Did you enjoy playing the hero? That one's nice and unique. And then I saw that scene when he's walking away and he gave him the knife and he's like, "Do you still have faith in humanity?" I like that one.
And
Or
that
people.
and
Do
then
you, do
that
you still
goes
have faith in
to
people? Yeah,
yeah, and then that I feel like that line connects to his last line.
yeah.
Humans are
Humans are not horses. Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah. Well, that's 456's line. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I meant.
So, yeah.
Um, but is it like I would see now I know your voice, so I
Okay.
now I can tell like oh okay he's be like Tom, but someone that
Yes.
doesn't know your voice, like if you go to a grocery store, have you ever had
Yeah.
those encounters where people know your voice but they don't know it's the front man? You know what I mean?
Not necessarily that, because I think. Okay, so let me explain. This is another. Chris, you got a lot of great questions because it's leading me to give you exclusive answers here. So this is an interesting one for your fans. So when I did Teen Wolf on MTV, the TV series for 3 seasons, 23 episodes, a lot of fans were out there and they watched it. And they were very rabid fans. So that's when I would go to the grocery stores and everything, and people see you and recognize you. But here's how it works. This is interesting. This is your exclusive here. Second exclusive now
Yeah.
is they don't associate you as the Teen Wolf actor, the actor. They think, and it's the human mind doing this, that it's somebody they know. So it's funny because they'll see me in the crowd and say you are me as an actor on a TV show. I'd be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And they think it's because you guys had just hung out or met each other like a couple weeks ago or something, and now I'm running into you again. The brain cannot compute that it's an actor on screen because they don't think there's nothing in the brain that says you're going to see an actor at a supermarket right next to you. And so it's so interesting. And then I immediately when I say, "Do you think I don't know you, but maybe I'm on TV? Do you watch Teen Wolf?" And they go, "Oh, that's it." So I don't know about the voice necessarily because even this probably so disassociated from what they might think, unless I had like a very like Bart Simpson type voice or something, or a Homer Simpson type voice, where I say that all the time in my natural voice, that they would recognize it and go, "Oh my God, that sounds like Bart Simpson." I don't think that the human mind is capable of like really kind of picking up on that association. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think I would like go up to you and be like, "Hey, yo, front man!" Like I would just be like, I would
Well,
even
but
if I
because
didn't know you're
yeah, but you
like,
know
I'd be
who I
like,
am though. Yeah.
sometimes you get like I would get confused. Like I feel like when people have like they do such good voices, and you talk to the
Hmm.
person that does the voice, and it's like, how do you sound like that? Like Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh. Like when you go up to like Jim Cummings, like
Mhm. Yeah.
how do you talk so regular, but how do you get that
Yeah.
voice? Like how do you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
dial that Winnie the Pooh voice, and then you're like, oh
Sure. Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. But
And
like
just
the front,
remember, yeah, yeah. Just remember, like the voice. Okay, this is exclusive number three.
three, oh my
Uh,
god.
this is getting back to like, well, what advice can you give to voice actors? Your voice is the consequence of all your intentions and the reasons why you say the voice. Does that make sense? It's like
Try,
if
yeah.
you see somebody crying on screen, you're not supposed to try to cry. The cry is a consequence, like in real life, of something bad happening to you, something great happening to you, something emotional happening. So, whoops, I can't even, I deviated. I took over your question, but I think you had said something to the effect of, how do you even get yourself to sound like Winnie the Pooh? Well, he didn't develop the voice of Winnie the Pooh because he wanted to make it sound like this. He probably was like, okay, how is this chubby little bear? How would his voice kind of be inflected? He likes to eat honey a lot. He's kind of always sort of apologetic and this and that, and that's what creates the voice. Now, I'm not saying that you can select a voice to say, but it's very hard to sustain a voice unless you've got a lot of motivation and intention and reasoning behind that.
Oh wow, wow, wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
I gave
Now
gave you three exclusives, three
I know.
nuggets.
Is there any more exclusives before we go?
Well,
Is there any
you're
more?
asking the right questions, so maybe the next question will give you a fourth exclusive.
Now, Tom, any
Hmm.
projects that are coming up
Hmm.
that you can talk about? I know you were recording one,
I wish I could
but
say this one, but yeah, I can't say one of them. Yeah. It's
damn
an
it.
animation, is a very, very cult favorite animation.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, and I play a main guest star on an episode, and that was really exciting to do. So now I'm in that world. Um, Other things, I mean, I hope they start up Spider-Man 3, and I'm hope I'm still, gonna have a good story arc on that, the video game. Otherwise, Ghost of Yotai, I think I did some voices for that, but I can't say more than that. Which is the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. What else am I doing? I just continue to do dubs, and hopefully that'll be the next hit on that. And otherwise, just please come to the conventions. Like if I come to your town, I'd love to see you there, even if it's just to say hi. But you know, get a Funko Pop. Those are what's cool. It's like an investment, and they'll be worth every penny in a year when they stop making them anymore.
I know because once like the show's over, you don't hear like phew, it just
Yeah, or
does. It
or
just
even
does.
just the Funko. Like they don't make my Mortal Kombat's anymore, Liu
I know.
Kang. So
Well,
so
they
it's hard to
might come
get.
out with another one. They just dropped the trailer to the Mortal
Oh, the
Kombat 2,
movie. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
movie.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But that would be
So
the movie version. Mine is actually Mortal Kombat X. So, and
yeah,
like Frontman is specific to Squid Game. So it's great.
yeah. You play some great roles, Tom. You play
Thank
some great
you. Yeah.
roles. You do. You
Hopefully
do.
I can keep it going.
But I want to ask you before we go, how is it like to be
Yeah.
in a video game like Call of Duty?
I've always wanted to be in the Call of Duty universe, and it's interesting that I kind of scapegoated my way into that by being the front man, but I'll take it, as a downloadable crossover character. But I'll take that, and he's really cool to play. Um, and hopefully, I'll just continue to be able to do different characters and some big stuff because I'm a nerd like everybody else. I love playing video games and everything. Not as much because I've got a 3 year old, but if I can, I will. So
Now, before you go, Tom, what
mhm.
is one thing? Uh, um, so one thing you would change if you could, if you
Mm,
were the front man and you
yeah,
could change one thing in Squid Games that the front man
yeah,
was part of, what
yeah.
would you change? A what if scenario. We'll say a what if.
What if scenario? What if scenario? I I don't know. I mean, he's doing so many bad things. I guess if you hope that he would do good things, that'd be one thing. But I don't know. Like a part of me wonders, like it'd be super cool if he would have just blown that whole thing out of the water and bent like a and he has a black mask. He's dressed in all black. Why not do like a Darth Vader type of reversal where he, is regretful of everything and wants to blow everything up and turn good. Be like,
Now, I thought, like, at the end, when he gives 456 a night, I thought 456 was gonna do it. Like, not do it, but at least the front man to help him. Like, the
yeah,
front man really liked 456. So,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
to see, I didn't know 456, I don't think, to me, but I think there were two stories where he died, and then he was
mhm,
the one in the car seeing that. I think that was another one, I think the director said. I wish the 456 would be alive, and see.
a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people have complained about the ending, but I thought it was a great ending.
It was, it
I think
was.
the game, is a little bit like, when they jump over and it's like kind of convenient that somebody extra died so that they had to like make it. But I thought they handled that well too. I mean, like I liked it. I think that and the creator director, he said it best. He's like, we thought of other ways to end this, but with the state of the world the way it is, it's
Yeah,
good to show that somebody takes that initiative and sacrifices for the greater good, or
good.
at least the
Yeah,
baby. Yeah.
yeah. Now, are you
And
part
and
of?
he's not a morally good guy to begin with. He killed people. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he
Nobody's
killed my.
nobody's coming out of here clean, except the baby.
Nobody is. Nobody is. But Tom, thank you so much for
Uh-huh.
coming on the show.
Hmm.
I appreciate you. You're a living legend in my eyes. You are.
Yeah.
You brought the front man, the dub version, to a phenomenal. I enjoy
Yeah.
it every time. I
Yeah.
knew once I heard that voice, the front man was going to be a big character in Squid
All right.
Games.
Cool. Thank you so
Um,
much.
and he's just amazing.
Yeah.
But before we go, where can everybody find you on the social meteors?
My at is Tom T Choi for Instagram, for X. But definitely follow me on Instagram primarily. And you can see videos and postings and stuff. And if you ever want to move out to Long Beach or Southern California, hit me up. I'll buy you your house.
I might
Let the
have to take
front
you up on
man
that
sell you
offer,
the
Tom.
house. Yeah. All
I might
right.
have to take you up on that.
All right.
But thank you, Tom, so much for coming
Yeah.
on the show. I appreciate you and your
Yeah.
time. Guys, I will put all the links to follow Tom in the bio down below. So go support him, go follow him. And on my page, go follow my Instagram because I do post Tom's where he's gonna be and stuff like that.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
and then go
Appreciate it.
follow him. I will put all the links anytime,
Yeah.
Tom.
In a
Anytime.
couple weekends, I'll be in Meadowlark Comic Con in Medford, Oregon. So please
Oh,
check that
please.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where else can they find you? What other content do you have coming up?
There's a couple coming up. One's in Villain Invasion back in
Oh,
Texas. Might be in Bakersfield. And we'll see. Hopefully it'll start filling up. Yeah,
I hope
I love
so,
going to
Tom.
them
I
and
hope.
meeting all the fans.
Yeah, I requested
Yeah.
some cons over here in like the
All
East Coast
right.
time, like so you can
Yeah.
maybe
If
they'll.
you have any connections, yeah.
I got
Connect
you.
me and I'll connect them to my agent. Awesome.
Awesome, Tom. Thank you guys
All
for
right.
joining this Fully X-Force show. Be kind to one another, guys, and may the force be with you, my friends.
And let the games begin. All right.
Yeah, bye, Tom.
Bye.